Hey now, I'm Whit. Great to have you here for this long-form, extensive unboxing of the IKIGAI Kame 200-meter dive watch. You may remember that I did a full review of this watch when it was a prototype, but that watch is completely different from the production model, and I'm going to see this, other than the pictures on Instagram, for the first time right here in this unboxing along with you. Now, it seemed kind of silly to do another full review, so I'm just doing this unboxing, but check out that other video for a little bit of context on the overall build quality that you're going to get and the kind of design flares that I think kind of carried over to this watch that's got a little more mass appeal. But enough talking about it, let's find out for ourselves. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is a bamboo warranty card. Nice. I assume it's not filled out because this is a reviewer comp, obviously. Yeah, and a bamboo box as well. I've heard about these. Apparently, a lot of people love them. This has got a nice feel to it. It's very smooth. Let's check out what's inside, though. Oh, it's covered. You ready? I want to see this bad boy. Oh, it's got something on it anyway. I can see already. It's got some kind of a sticker on it. Oh, solar flare. Yes, I didn't know which color was arriving either. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow, this is completely different, yet it's also similar. I mean, look, I can recreate from the video. There's the turtle swimming at you. So this side case kind of remained. That's, I think, a key part of that prototype from this new production model. So very cool. The bezel is completely different. I'm going to try and stop making comparisons to that watch, though, because, again, they had to shift things up, and it is a completely different watch. But I just am seeing so many similarities that it's kind of hard for me not to reference back to that original prototype. The bracelet looks like it's got a little bit better flow, a bit better articulation to it, though, which I know is something they wanted to work on. Well, let's check out this dial first and foremost. Oh, that's beautiful. So you see the turtle shell kind of on the inner part of the dial there. Oh, and they added their logo underneath the 12. And then Kame 200 above the 6 o'clock spot. Look at all the different colors of that turtle shell section as the light hits it. I mean, it turns from a sun flare gold to a rich mustard color. That is beautiful. And I'm glad to see the polished surround. Look at the markers. They've got brushing on the top side and then a polished surround, which I know is going to be a great light reflector. Oh man, that's beautiful. Let me tell you more about the specs that I know about the watch, then we can dive into some more discovery on it. So this is a 316L stainless steel case. It features brushing, high polish, and sandblasted portions. So the sandblasted portion is that concave section of the mid case, and then you've got brushing on the mid case, and then a polished chamfer, which is pretty wide there, and the bezel looks to be completely brushed. There's a single dome sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on the inner side. You've got a screw down crown, and it's signed and loomed. 6.4 millimeters in diameter. There's a solid 3D embossed case back with that Kame or turtle logo, and 200 meters of water resistance. The bracelet is 316L stainless steel, fully brushed with just a sliver of high polish on the edge there. You've got negative end links, and the links look to be sized by single-sided screws. Oh, I didn't get this sticker off. Now, this watch was used for photography, for like the PR shots and stuff, so you do see some little nicks or something. It's probably from that. But man, that is a beautiful clasp. No safety latch, just a double push-button release. Fully milled, and there's an extension on the underside of the clasp. Just push that button and then you can pull out a little extension. Let's see how many positions there are. If this is 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's got quick release spring bars as well. Always great to see that. So you can very quickly and easily change from bracelet to strap, etc. And there's a 120 click unidirectional bezel with a sapphire insert. Let's check it out now. Oh, that's nice. It's like ratchety and crisp. It's very segmented. I mean, like I can like certainly feel each of those 120 clicks. Oh yeah. And easy to grab from that side knurling you can see there. Yeah, you can even grab it on the top side as well. Yeah, that's nice. A little tough to turn, I guess, at spots, depending on how you hold it. But I like it. And I think I'm one click off. Yes, there it is. Everything lines up nicely. Yes. And the Luminescence is supposed to be BGW9, Swiss-made Super Luminova, and I think that's going to be on all the indices and the handset. And it looks like it would be the entire bezel as well. We'll find out in a little bit here when we give you that lume shot. Man, and if I forgot to mention, I'm so glad they kept that IKIGAI signature on the Riot. You see how they did that with the first eye being on the 12 o'clock marker and the last eye being at the 1 o'clock marker, and then each of those other hours all the way around have an eye to kind of symmetrically disguise that. Just a beautiful use of the signature. That is so cool. They could do that on every watch moving forward, and I would be impressed each time. Okay, I'll tell you about the movement inside, and then we'll get you some measurements and a wrist shot, the lume shot, and the availability. So the Kame is powered by the Miyota 9039 automatic movement, a true no-date automatic. So you won't have a ghost date position on the crown. This is a no-date movement. Beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 hertz. Has 24 joules. Automatic and hand winding, hacking, or stop seconds device. About a 42-hour power reserve. Stated accuracy is -10 to +30 seconds per day. And not really a comprehensive reading because it's just one position, dial up, and only after one pass through. You see a rate of 0 seconds per day, so not gaining or losing any time. Amplitude of 252 degrees, so a little low. And a beat error of 0.1 milliseconds. All in all, pretty good. Okay, let's get some measurements before I try this on. Case diameter is 40 millimeters, dead on. 47 millimeters lug to lug. Man, right now these are the exact same specs that are on their website. 20 millimeter lug width, and the bracelet tapers down to 18 millimeters at the clasp. And a case thickness of 12 millimeters, just like it says on the website, and that's from the bottom of the case back to the top of that single dome sapphire crystal. And the Kame weighs 165 grams with all links on the supplied bracelet. Well, let's see what it looks like on my wrist, but first today I'm wearing the Seizen military jump hour, the W10. This is from the Merkur watch group. I mean, just a beautiful watch. I mean, look at this vintage looking case. Look at that bubble crystal. Isn't that so cool? So you've got your hour complication there in the window, and then your minute hand here, and your running seconds as a small second subdial. More info on it is right up there in that video. I love that solar flare color. So cool. I had the blue one in when it was a prototype and absolutely loved it. But this solar flare is, I mean, stunning. It's just a color that I don't have, you know, and you don't see that color much. And man, it really is striking. So not sized for me yet, but I've got the micro adjust slit all the way in, 8-inch wrist. You can see I've got some little room. So I'm taking out probably 2 links if I had to guess, and then use that micro adjust a little bit. So man, that looks sharp, huh? And that is just loom-tastic. Look how crisp that is. I mean, if there's ever an even application, this is it. The only difference I can see is the hash marks on the dive timer. It looks like they might be a little bit more dim, but I don't think so. I think it's just because they're smaller and thinner. But you can see it's not even beginning to fade, so I think the staying power is going to be very strong with this one. Again, that's BGW9 Swiss Super Luminova Luminescence, and it is looking really good. And bringing in the military jump hour watch that I just had on my wrist, you can see that there's a flaw with it, right? It doesn't have the hour loomed, so you just get to tell the minutes. But you can see how quickly it's fading even already. And the staying power over here on the IKIGAI Kame is just like we just torched it, right? So wow, that's beautiful. And I had a Timex that was sitting in the watch box on camera a little bit. There you go. You can see Indiglow is still like a little more weak than the Kame. That is too cool. Man, that loom was impressive, huh? I just got to get one more look at this dial nice and close before we get you the availability and the pricing on this thing. And man, look at that fume. I mean, with this color, it's incredible. Look how the color changes from this outer ring here. So it starts lighter here and grows darker towards black as it gets towards the Riot. But look as I twist it from the light. I mean, it just is like a shapeshifter. It just changes colors based on the shadows. It's just such a dynamic color. I'm really impressed with that. And again, the finishing on those indices just looks spectacular. I mean, you can see this is not super macro here. And then look at the handset too. You can see the brushwork. I mean, this is from a little bit of a distance. And then they've got the polished surrounds too, so they kick back some light to your eyes. Man, that's sexy. So these are available in 3 colors. You've got the Horizon Blue, the Mystic Purple, and this, the Solar Flare. Now the full MSRP from the Kame from IKIGAI Watches is $550 US. Now regardless of the price, there is an opportunity for you to get $20 off your order if you subscribe to their newsletter. Just look for the pop-up on their website or click the contact section. Man, this is a much different watch than the prototype. This production model has really come a long way and had a lot of improvements and a little bit more mass appeal, I think. It looks more like a dive watch. It's a little less funky. It was a good move. I mean, this is an incredible looking watch. Again, some of those, sea turtle features have still come over, from the look of those flippers on the mid case to the hexagon shapes on that intersection of the dial and the appearance. I mean, look at the crystal. It's nice and super crisp and clear. This has just got a lot going for it. So really impressed with this and happy to see this production model finally coming to light. And looks like it's selling quite well too. So snag yours and let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to support the channel and maybe check out a couple of these videos as well. I'll catch you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.